Do you want a goth girlfriend? Well, you're out of luck because this isn't a guide for that. I don't particularly like goth girls, I have a girlfriend, but are you curious why there is a sudden rise in demand over goth girls? Sometimes even more demanded compared to traditional women. You're in luck because in this video, I'll try to explain. Why do men like goth women? People joke about it online. I want a goth girlfriend. Goth mommy, please step on me. But beneath the jokes, there is something to them that resonates with men. Not just the way they present themselves on the outside, it's what those represent. Confidence, rebellion, and emotional depth. They give this feeling that they know something you don't. Research into goth subcultures describe that exact energy. Caitlin Nally's study on goth beauty, style, and sexuality points out how goth fashion is more than an aesthetic, but also a performance of control. The look they curated are their ways of taking back power in a world that constantly defines femininity for women. That confidence, that ownership of presence is part of the appeal. And that kind of power hits differently for men, especially for men raised in cultures where emotional control and dominance are constantly demanded. There's something hypnotic about someone who expresses both. She's not submissive, but she's also not performatively masculine either. She's balanced. That feeling mirrors what a lot of men want to feel, to be unbothered and confident. Another core identity of a goth aesthetic is rebellion. Studies like one by Swami and others talked about how people in alternative subcultures often reject mainstream norms as a form of individualism. Goth culture in particular celebrates deviance, the act of being comfortable with being misunderstood. And for men who are usually told what masculinity should look like, that rebellion is intoxicating. It's not just that she's different, it's that she's free from what society told him not to be. Qualities such as emotional, strange, bold, and vulnerable. And that makes her existence fascinating for him. Writers like Lindsay connect gothic femininity to the female monster archetype, women who embody darkness, trauma, or mystery, and yet find power in it. Instead of seeing sadness as weakness, they use sadness as strength. A goth woman doesn't hide from death, or loss, or melancholy. She lives beside it, and that draws men in because deep down, men aren't used to seeing emotion treated as power. When someone can look at pain and not flinch, it's magnetic. It's like finding someone who knows what you can't say. And of course, there's sexual appeal. Studies on alternative fashion and attraction show that bold self-presentation triggers both admiration and desire. A goth woman's look is designed to be unmistakable. Every choice from the lipstick, to the corset, to the pale skin, is deliberate. It's a visual assertion of sexual autonomy. Not, I'm sexy for you, but I'm sexy for me. That kind of power unsettles people because it reverses the usual dynamic. For men used to seeing sexuality as something given to them, seeing it owned instead is thrilling and disorienting at the same time. But then the internet happened. And just like with everything that the internet touches, of course the goth woman also becomes an archetype. Soft yet dark, nurturing yet dominant, with the inclusion of them also being tied with the mommy archetype. But even in that exaggeration, something real bleeds through. It's the idea that the goth woman cares while still being powerful. She's emotionally intelligent, mature, and grounded. For men burned out by hookup culture, that's a fantasy of emotional security wrapped in danger. Maybe that's the heart of it, is because they make men feel seen. They embody everything men have been told to suppress: emotion, creativity, complexity, and even sadness. The goth woman becomes a mirror, one that reflects not who a man is, but who he wants to be. Someone unafraid of judgment. So yeah, you can reduce it to a fetish or call it a meme, but at its core, the attraction is about authenticity. Men aren't drawn to goth women because they're scary or weird. They're drawn to them because they feel real. And in this era where being fake is rampant, that's the most beautiful thing of all. And of course, there's this other reason. It's because men are horny bastards who think goth women are hot. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. This video was meant to be released 1 week ago, but I don't know what's happening. My mind keeps hindering its progress. Anyways, it's done. If you love my work and would like to support me, you can do it on my Ko-fi page. I am on a mission of getting a GPU and I'd really appreciate the help. Also, don't forget to join the Discord where I host polls to decide which videos I should put out next, such as this one. Follow my socials and my avatar artist socials, which are linked down below. And as always, subscribe if you like eggs. Love everyone equally.